Cape Town Mayoral Member for Safety and Security, JP Smith, says that law enforcement officials have been deployed this morning as protests break out in several areas in the Cape Metro. The Cape Coloured People's Congress said that they are protesting against poor service delivery in coloured communities, also gangsterism and gender-based violence. Smith has called for people to refrain from allowing protest action to turn violent, including the obstruction of access to public roads and the vandalism of infrastructure. Meanwhile, Metrorail says its limited train services have been suspended along the southern line in Cape Town due to threats of protests by the Cape Coloured People's Congress today. Trains will not run in these areas such as Retreat, and the regional manager Raymond Maseko says the move is part of a safety precaution. He says the operation will remain suspended until the situation normalises. For more on those protests in the Cape, we turn now to Vanessa Poonah, our reporter on the scene. Vanessa, good morning. So please give us a sense of what is currently happening.
Sakina, yes, good morning to you. I'm coming to you from Mitchell's Plain this morning. It's a very bitterly cold morning here on the Cape Flats. I'm on the corner of AZ Berman and Highlands Drive, where a number of protesters had gathered. They'd been here since 4 o'clock this morning, most of them with banners. And when we speak to them, they're telling us that the reason they are here is because they are bemoaning what they call poor service delivery, especially to coloured communities across Cape Town now. Quite a number of Metro police as well as traffic officials and a police presence behind me just now coming to warn those that had gathered here along the roadside at the corners of Highlands Drive and AZ Berman that they are indeed breaching the Disaster Management Act by gathering in this fashion. What has since happened is most of the protesters have now moved to the side of the road. I'm joined by one of them right now. Just very briefly, you told me just now that you've been here since early this morning. Similar protest action happening across Cape Town today. What exactly is your core message?
The core message to the people here is the coloured people of South Africa, or the Western Cape. We are hurtful of being marginalised, being mistreated, and being used as second-class citizens of the Western Cape and South Africa. We are not getting a fair or equal chance in everything we do. Housing, employment. We are the people that is doing all the work, but we are the people that always has to get the second-class treatment, especially in the Western Cape, in the city. They don't care about us. Our people are dying like flies, but nobody cares about us. There's never been so much law enforcement and police in the Mitchell's Plain as in today, and we're having a peaceful protest here.
I saw some interaction between yourself and a police officer just now. What exactly was that altercation about?
The police came here, a white gentleman approached me and he said to me, you have 5 minutes to disperse, but in a very disrespectful way. Secondly, another police officer came to me, but a coloured guy, and he said to me, please sir, can I speak to you on one side? And he requested that I just move to the side. And I asked the guy, but why do you treat us this way? Why didn't you speak to me like a normal person? Why do you disrespect me like that? I am just doing a peaceful protest here because the people, or the coloured people of the Western Cape, are tired of this treatment. Why are we treated like this? We want to know that.
What are you hoping to achieve with today's shutdown?
The objective of today's shutdown is to sit with the city and tell them, listen to us, give us an ear, be fair with us, listen to our grievances, our concerns. Why are our people always being marginalized by you? If you apply for a job, why can't you get a fair chance? You don't get a fair chance. You don't get fair housing. We still have people that's waiting for 50 years. They're waiting 50 years for a house. Imagine 50 years. They're probably going to die without a house. And nobody's supporting that. The city is not helping us in any way here. And we are hurtful of that.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Sakina, so just some of the issues being highlighted by one of the protesters, also a member of the Cape Coloured Congress. telling us that the issue of poor service delivery, housing, unemployment, these are socio-economic issues that are running rampant across most communities across the Cape Flats, and those are the issues that they want to have addressed, and the reason for this planned shutdown, which is taking place across various communities this morning. We understand that there have been some tyres set alight as well in Military Road, and that's in Steenberg. We also understand that there have been some road closures in the Eastern River area. We are definitely monitoring what's happening on the ground at the moment. The protest action here in Mitchell's Plain, at least, on the corner of AZ Berman and Highlands Drive, proceeding peacefully as we speak at this hour, Sakina.
Well, thank you so much, Vanessa Poonah. And as you could hear and see there, it certainly is all happening around the Cape Metro this morning, and especially in those so-called coloured areas, as you heard there, the communities being tired of being marginalised. Right.